lovelies. I'm Angela. This is Parisienne Farmgirl. Bienvenue. Welcome to the channel. It is another day in paradise in this beautiful garden meets work zone. And I think I've expressed this a little bit in the last couple weeks, but it's wearing on me. This is my happy place. I live in zone 5B. And so my gardening season is really short. And I battle a lot of things: drought, deer, Japanese beetles, mildew, rust. You know, every gardener has their things that they encounter every year. And so along with all of those things, weeds and all the rest, if you're following along, you know that we are putting in some sort of sprinkler system to counter the very dry winters that we've had the last few years and very dry summers. We're at this point in the Great Lakes where the storms just kind of go boink and they skip right over us. I would say until the last 14 days, 21 days maybe, where it is just nonstop with rain. And so we have this massive project where we are taking our everyday CHÂTEAU cottage gardens, which are what I reference when I'm talking about those upper gardens up by the house, and then the potager, which is this very, very large space that you step down into. And it was all grass paths because it used to be forest. So we have this problem where the soil is really acidic because of the pine trees, and the grass paths cause a lot of problems with growing into the Lincoln log beds and growing into the lavender beds down here. So the kids and I, a couple of them in particular, are laying tarps because we're finally going to gravel this space, which is epic. I mean, that is amazing. That's what I've wanted since day one of designing this garden 7 years ago, is a brick path right here, which you saw I did last year. This is brick salvaged from an old Shawano schoolhouse, which is so cool because I do like to use things in the house and on the property that are old and are from Wisconsin. In the house, I have old doors from the community and windows from old resorts, like Dirty Dancing style resorts that have been torn down so condos could go in. So I really like taking old things from the community and adding them to our everyday chateau because it's not an old house. And I never thought, ever in my wildest dreams, did I think I would live in a house that was built in 1984. Ugh. But we've been turning back the clock, and so I like to add old things to the house. Turns out I also like to add old things to the garden. If you are a subscriber to my free Substack, you know that this last week I shared some ideas on how to make your garden look old. There are things that you can do strategically with planting and with your hardscaping that do make the space look old. So adding gravel, I think, is one of those things that's going to give me that Giverny feeling, which I love. I love Monet's house. I'm not going to be painting our everyday chateau pink, but if you would like specific colors that I have given to clients on how they can match their house to Monet's, please let me know and I'll email those to you. But his gardens are a huge source of inspiration for me, and he does have gravel paths, and I do like that feeling. As country as the grass paths were, they created a lot of extra work for me at the beginning of the season all year long, because the grass is just constantly encroaching on the space. So we're finally doing gravel, and it requires putting tarps down to kill off the grass underneath, and then I'm going to have the gravel delivered and blah, 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 blah. It's massive. This is huge, and it's very overwhelming because I also want to garden. I don't want to do hardscaping the whole time. So I have my troopers. They are helping me, and what I'm going to share with you today is just kind of what we got done today It's raining on and off all the time. It's barely summer here. We had some hot days last week, which I shared with you, and it just doesn't feel like summer again. We're 62 degrees and just drizzly. Feels like England, gotta tell you. So I'm trying not to complain. I'm trying to be really grateful, but I do have some things that are sad. The deer broke in again and gobbled the tops off of all those roses I tried so hard to save a few weeks ago. And any minute now, the Japanese beetles are going to show up. I have to get these tarps laid. I really want to get this project done so I can enjoy the beauty of what's happening out here. So I'm going to share with you my day so far, starting this morning. First, I'm going to pop dinner in the oven for my family and say thank you to today's sponsor. As I'm sharing with you today, I've been spending a ton of time outside and in the garden. Summer is finally here in northern Door County. I'm outside almost all day, every day. And so of course I'm taking care of my skin. One of the ways I help my skin recover from a long day outside is with CHÄTEAU Sweden's FAQ 202. I've been sharing this with you for a few months now. This is the new generation of LED face masks made with this flexible silicone that molds right to your face. The FAQ 202 has 8 different wavelengths of light, including NIR, which is so great about tackling the signs of aging. It's lightweight, it's easy to use in the evening when I'm relaxing. What this is going to do for you is strengthen the different layers of your skin, help boosting your skin's natural recovery process. It helps minimize sun damage, and bonus, it reduces redness. I've been using this for about 5 months now. I absolutely love the results. Right now, CHÄTEAU Sweden is celebrating their birthday with 35% off, and you can enjoy that discount when you click the link in this video description. Use my code Angela35. That discount extends to everything on their website, like the mask, like the UFO, and it's included on items that are already discounted. Your skin is the outfit you wear every day. This is how I'm taking care of mine. This is how you can take care of yours. Click the link in this video description to enjoy 35% off at CHÄTEAU for their birthday celebration. Use my special code Angela35 at checkout. This is the year of 2 steps forward, 40 steps back. That's what's happening. This garden project is going nowhere fast. And then I came out to do some work today because it's nice and cool today. And the deer had eaten the tops off of all the roses that I saved. So that's really, really great. The fence isn't going to go up for probably, I'll be lucky if that's up in 5 weeks. I'm not holding out hope. There's just so much going on right now with real life jobs, you know? So Julian and I, he's my right-hand man, we're back here in the woods, hanging pantyhose sachets of Milorganite and like a spy-worthy network of fishing line. All right. Do you think the staple is going to hold? Yeah. Because they're going to bump into it. And the idea is that they get skittish when they bump into it.
Oh,
that'll hold?
It's going to hold.
Okay. And it needs to be about 3 feet off the ground. I don't know how effective just pouring it will be. I think we should put some around that cherry tree in case they get in. let's start over there and work this way.
That sounds like
So we're not like painting ourselves into the room, you know? So what we're doing is this was just the budget solution right now. So I got some bamboo, little ones. And as you can see right there, there's a little bag of the Milorganite, which is a fertilizer that deer do not like. And I did have some success with that last year. The problem is, years ago we made this fence. It's really brittle, and we do have all the plans to redo this fence once the tarps are laid and the pea gravel is in. When there's big gaps where the brittle, the brittle branches have broken, the deer know they can just push right through. I mean, they are just vermin. They're awful. They're awful here. And they bring in ticks, and it's not good. It's actually dangerous because we have such a Lyme disease problem in our neck of the woods, as it were.
wrap it around that and come this way with it.
Okay.
No.
I'm really aware that this looks pitiful. This is as good as we can do right now because we're working over there. So I've done this in years past and it has helped. The fishing line spooks them when they bump into it. But look at this. See, you can see this is deer right here. This is their deer path out here. The deer path runs right along the garden, and yeah, that's what my roses looked like this morning. All those roses that I saved, that's what they looked like this morning. Here is the devastation. So we've got bite marks. There you go, Julian. There's a bite mark right there.
No.
And a bloom right there. These are, if you've been following along, these are the ones that I took down to the ground. What do we have over here? Bite marks. And I can tell that I've been so focused on the hardscaping that these happened days ago.
There's a few left.
Yeah. Just gosh. It is devastating. And I just can't believe I underestimate. I just I'm so focused on one thing, getting the tarps down, that I just check out of the other thing, and that's making sure the fence is operating. As bad as it is, it should be keeping them out a little. The deer path is along that side, so they don't really come in on the stone wall side. It's this side of the garden that takes the hit, like this wall of roses and then the sunflowers over there. This is all going to be worth it. There's another round of plastic coming so we can finish these beds. I'm going to do a little weeding because I'm definitely behind on weeding. And I did a ton this morning up in the cottage gardens. It's been raining almost every day, so it is hard to stay on top of. So I try to gather a few pockets and, and then real life goes on. I want to go have fun with the kids and do my job. But I am really thankful that I caught, in fact, it's this little weed tree right here that got my attention while we were out here weeding the bed behind me, where I saw that blunt bite mark, and I thought, oh, dang it, anyways, they've been in and you missed it. So, yeah. Oh boy, if I was Monty Don, I would cue to the next clip, to someone's fabulous garden in Devon or the Lake District, but I'm not. And that means that today's episode is over because it's raining again. Quelle surprise. If you'd like to watch more of this garden from years past, in fact, the last 7 years of this garden and how it came about, you can check the playlist. And of course, if you would like to visit Monet's garden with me next year, click this Eiffel Tower right here and you can reserve your spot for the April 2026 Paris with Angela experience. That's all I got today. I will be back next week with more gardening in Zone 5B. Hopefully it won't be raining. Hopefully there will be a giant pile of pea gravel in the yard, and we will begin transforming this space into its original design that I sketched out on paper 7 years ago. A bientôt.